To say I loved your last 2 Doki Doki theories.
Well, thanks, Monica. That's really sweet, actually.
In fact, we like them so much that we wanted to give you a sneak preview of our new game.
The Portrait of Markov. I believe you're familiar.
Wow, that's actually really exciting. I would love to start to find out more about your secret origin story. Is this a download code, or...?
Well, we didn't want to make it too easy for you. We thought it would be fun to play a little game.
No knives or ropes, I hope.
Of course not, silly. None of that. All you have to do is win an arm wrestling match against Natsuki.
Really? That's all? Okay.
Let's go, Cupcake!
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that asks the hard-hitting questions you need to know the answers to, like, could a teenage girl actually get this swole? That's right, today we're revisiting the indie horror darling Doki Doki Literature Club, which, in case you aren't familiar, is known for 2 things at this point. It's classically kawaii schoolgirls and its memes. Specifically today, I want to focus on the Buffsuki meme, a supersized version of the game's smallest and most malnourished girl, Natsuki. Even though the original art for the Buffsuki meme was posted to Twitter by Asco_V and happened to be based off of the Buff Riku model from Kingdom Hearts, a part of me likes to think that maybe my portrayal of Natsuki during our playthrough on GT Live helped in some small way to contribute to this horrific reinterpretation of the Incredible Hulk.
It's not nice to make a lady run, you know.
Anyway, this original art made its way through the DDLC community, inspiring a whole subgenre of other memes before finally being painted onto a real-world brick wall as a mural. And I think all that shows you that the artistic creativity of the Doki Doki community is almost as impressive as their ability to data mine games. Now, as a huge fan of DDLC though, it did set my little theorist brain a turnin'. Is this actually possible? Could Natsuki, or any teenage girl in her position, actually buff up to those extreme of levels? As someone whose muscles have always looked more like a Japanese manga girl than a Terry Crews type, you could say that I have a bit of a personal stake in this one too, because if it works for Natsuki, it's gonna work for me! Macho Matt, here I come! Oh yeah! To get to the root of this problem, we have to go back to what bodybuilding is made of. No, not muscles, science! And muscles. Honestly, yeah, muscles too. But to answer the question, we gotta know the science of how to build muscle in the first place. Everyone has a range of muscle that your body naturally gains based on a lot of different genetic factors. Everything from whether you have a Y chromosome or not, to your height, to the thickness of your bones, and subtler factors too, like how efficiently your body metabolizes food. That's why no 2 people will look the same even when they do the exact same gym routines. What is the same though for everyone is the actual process of how your muscles get stronger. When you use your muscles more than they're used to, whether it's running really fast, lifting something really heavy, or clenching your buttocks really hard during a boss run, it causes microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. That's why your arms and legs end up hurting after a challenging workout, like what happens to me when I carry the 4 cases of Diet Coke that I need to make it through the week from my car to the refrigerator. Oh, they're so heavy! Why can't I just get a soda fountain mainlined into my room? Now, muscle damage may sound really bad, but that whole motto of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger was actually written by your biceps. Muscle tears cause your muscle to become inflamed. Literally that swole look that the jocks are going for after a workout, except the swole is actual swelling. You are literally swollen. Just like when you hit your head or stub your toe, that is what's going on. Again, none of that sounds like it's a good thing, but it's actually a response from your body to flood the area and repair the damage. It does that by activating dormant muscle stem cells called myosatellite cells in your body. body. When you exercise a lot, your body becomes really good at making these guys and deploying them to patch you up after every workout. And they do such a good job that your muscle fibers are actually bigger and stronger after the repair than beforehand. But building muscle like this takes up a lot of energy. And in the game, Natsuki is basically known for one thing: being hungry. In the game, Monika speculates that she's so short, a pocket-sized 4'11", because Natsuki is physically malnourished, to the point that the game shows her falling asleep in the classroom, accepting food from other characters just to keep on going, and even implying that her dad abuses her by not giving her food or lunch money. And this is backed up by her age in the game. At first glance, you might think that Natsuki is younger than the rest of the literature club members, but she's actually the same age as everyone else. The magic legal for a visual novel number of 18, even though she's small enough to be about 12. So the first and most basic step for Natsuki to take in her quest to buff up is to improve her diet. While the carbs from all those cupcakes she's baking may actually help her, bodybuilders take a much more scientific approach to getting their gains on than just eating a whole lot of junk food. One common approach is the 40-40-20 system, which stands for 40% protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fat, where you base your diet on getting a gram of protein for every pound of body weight. So how much would that mean that Natsuki needs to actually start buffing up? Well, the typical muscle gain workout for a 4'11" female would require a minimum of 1,200 calories per day, which is honestly nothing compared to pro bodybuilders who typically need between 2,600 calories if you're a female and about 3,300 calories for the guys, sometimes even maxing out at 5,000 calories per day, which you can guarantee is a bit more than a few cupcakes and a protein bar. But remember when I said that there are a lot of factors that go into gaining muscle? Well, even if you're killing it in those macros, that's a fit people speak for eating well, your body has its own internal limits on how much lean muscle you can typically gain. Because a lot of people want to know about this stuff, fitness experts have actually come up with a formula to calculate how much your body's max lean weight is. Martin Berkhan's formula is one of the most common online, and plugging Natsuki's height into it, we get ourselves a whopping maximum lean muscle mass weight of 108.3 pounds. Wait, that's it? Just over 100 pounds? There is no way our Buffsuki meme weighs only 108.3 pounds. For comparison, here's what 5'3" bodybuilder Debbie Lazowski looks like at 145 pounds. It is definitely impressive. She could probably crack a walnut with those biceps, but she is nowhere near the size of Buffsuki, whose biceps are twice as big as her head. So, sorry guys, I know that we all wanted to run out there and get on the Buffsuki exercise bandwagon to show the world our hot new bods, but there is no way for Natsuki to even get close to Buffsuki territory naturally. But then again, she could do it with a little help, and by little help I mean a whole heck of a lot of drugs.